And same-sex fathers are petitioning the Israeli High Court over the government's lack of progress on the issue of surrogacy for such couples. Now, last year, widespread protests emerged against the current surrogacy laws, which they claim discriminates against same-sex couples, specifically for men, and prevents them from having children through surrogacy. Now, for more on this story, we're joined in the studio by Victoria Gelfand. She's an attorney specializing in surrogacy for LGBT couples. Obviously, not a simple topic, not a difficult path you've chosen professionally here. We tip our hats and glad to have you with us here. So, first of all, where does this issue stand? If you give us a brief on Israel, this issue of surrogacy, how is the country currently handling this?
Okay, so Israel has law on surrogacy, which has been enacted in '96, so we have it for 24 years, and the law only provides for surrogacy for heterosexual couples, meaning it's only for men and women living in a spousal relationship. So it's not for singles, and it's not for a man and a woman who just want to have a co-parenting arrangement without being a couple. And in 2002, it was the first time that it was challenged in the Supreme Court by a woman, a single woman, who wanted to undergo surrogacy. She said, well, how can you provide surrogacy for certain part of population and not to others? The Supreme Court then said, yeah, we think there might be a problem there. You should re-examine it. But currently, the legislator must say its word. So they started that committee, and after a few years, the committee said, well, it's such a delicate issue, and it works so well, so now we just should leave it as is. And then in 2010 was the first time that this law was challenged by a gay couple. A couple who had to go to India and later to Thailand to have their children via surrogacy because they couldn't have surrogacy in Israel.
Is that how the men are doing it? I mean, I living in Tel Aviv, I know some same-sex couples of men who have done this. Are they going abroad? Is this the only way now that they're able to have a surrogate child? Or how are they actually doing it now?
Yeah. So when I was first approached in 2004 by a gay couple saying, we've been together for 10 years, we want to have children, what are our options? And I had to just let them down to say, you can only have a child with a woman by co-parenting arrangement, having a third participant. You cannot have surrogacy in Israel. You cannot adopt in Israel. So your option was previously to adopt from abroad, but other countries started closing their door on gay couples or on single fathers as well. So there is no option. And in 2005, we started thinking maybe they can have surrogacy abroad, because the law preventing surrogacy in Israel is actually silent about undergoing surrogacy abroad. So the first couples went there and had their children in the US and in India and in other countries. But following the big baby boom in third world countries, most of them have closed their doors for foreign intended parents.
More hurdles. Where does the petition where will it likely go? How effective might this new petition be?
They had a petition in various stages. So that first petition by a gay couple in 2010, Arad Pinkas, they retracted it after another committee was summoned, and then nothing happened. So they resubmitted their petition in 2015, together with Gay Dad's organization. And it took such a long while for every hearing to be heard and for the Attorney General to respond each time saying, we have to delay a bit because we're thinking about it, we're trying to find data and all. And then in 2017, when one of the judges retired, Salim Jubran, he gave a partial verdict on the matter. And he said, well, we must leave this issue to the legislator, but we expect the legislator not to discriminate parts of the population.
Which we're still seeing, unfortunately, it sounds like. In 2020, still the main issue, this discrimination.
Yeah, so the legislator, what they did actually, in response to this petition by a gay couple of fathers and by single women who wanted to have surrogacy with or without genetic relation to the child, the legislator only changed the law to allow single women using their own eggs, meaning all the petitioners were left with nothing.
Well, clearly you still have a lot of work to do in this sector, but good luck with it all, and thank you for being with us, Victoria Gelfand.